order to be that, you have to have a 7 days mentality.
Right.
Every day, go hard, sleep less, lot of research of what you're gonna do and knowing exactly what you're getting into. So if it's illegal, knowing the consequences. Knowing the consequences for anything. Because you could get into something and be liable to a lawsuit.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a must you do your homework first before anything. Like before I ever thought of this, I did 6 months of planning before I even mentioned it to anybody. Nobody knew. When I mean nobody, I mean not one person.
That's right.
So I want to do all the research to make sure it made sense.
Gotcha.
And all the consequences, anything can backlash behind it. So mentality definitely one. Being fair is also being fair, meaning sharing. Like, do what you don't want done to you. So the same thing, all that matters.
Right.
Because a lot of people, they want to call themselves hustlers or be in certain type of lanes, but then when the shoe hit the fan, they can't handle it. They want to be, if somebody in the streets, want to be out there shooting.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know before we came home
What's going on
behind the scenes. Just like y'all right now. I see my man, putting things together and selling things, and then boom, he came on.
Right.
But people don't know about that. And every time it's not like clockwork. The Wi-Fi might be down. Something that you wasn't expecting to happen happens.
Right.
And when you got a show, when you come on at a certain time,
technical difficulties.
you got to do what you got to do.
Always happening.
Yeah.
It always happening when you're definitely on the show. I know, I've seen it. And the acting, you got to know how to just keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Some people can't. But I love to touch on back what you stated about, that they call themselves hustlers, but when they're actually getting offered a position or the job, or they're getting thrown in there, some people can't handle that status. It's so crazy because I just seen my brother Fresher. He just posted a post, and it will really reflect what you just said, but in his words, he said, if you can't do it, if you can't get up 6 in the morning, or you can't sacrifice your sleep or your morning rest, you can't handle this. He was just going in, and it was so right. And I'm like, I don't know who he talking to, who came at him, who's trying to get down, but obviously he does this like 24/7.
Let me tell you something.
It's so interesting.
Family members, women I was dating, you don't got time for me. You always doing this with that. You doing this and that. It consumed my life because I'm a hustler. Right. When I'm a hustler, I got to turn it into something.
Talk about it.
So if you support me, you understand,
right.
You want to see me win, don't complain. You know what I'm saying? You congratulate me or ride with me.
Right.
Don't complain about, because you see what I'm doing, I'm working. Woo. I should go to sleep with it on my mind. Wake up with it on my mind like that. And that's how we got to this point. By the way, me and this dude been hustling, man, for real. And my man Keith Cash.
I think a lot of people, they probably want to know how you do it, right? Because I get asked that question a lot. A lot of people don't understand, being in the business, some people can get that opportunity to be in it full time. Mm-hmm. Some people have to do it part time and still have another lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Fast money comes fast to some, and other people got to work hard for it. You know what I mean? So being
like this, she go right. She one of our biggest supporters from the beginning. His mom too, and his family. Our family, they in the beginning, it was like I said, it was
a little tough.
It's a little different. They didn't understand, but then they see our popularity, and they see us winning and stuff like that. They now they like go for it, because we're here. But we also live in Atlanta as well.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we're growing in different places and stuff like that.
That's a blessing.
And if we keep growing, we're gonna continue to grow because we hustlers, man.
Right.
We gonna keep pushing it.
Right. Listen, that's the legalized hustlers. Okay. Tell everybody where they can follow you on your grams as well as your show gram.
You can follow me at Don Vito _C on Instagram. You can follow me on the Beat 139 _ Harlem. You can follow me on Health is Well Fitness Incorporated. You can follow me on Vernon Boy Show Marketing.
It's a lot.
Yeah, that's what I do.
And talk about that clothing business before you tell them where to follow you. You say you got a clothing business.
No, not a clothing store.
Clothing store.
But we got the clothing business with the with our show. We have a clothing business with our show. But far as we just sell clothes in the store.
And move them on the
But
outskirts.
you don't notice that's happening in New York City right now?
Happening everywhere.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it is.
I see apartments that's actually empty, guys, out here. So
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
happening.
it's
I don't
real.
understand it. Don't get me started with that. The apartments that's no one living in, it's ghosts living in it, and we have all this homelessness and the affordable rates and credit you have to have just to get in it is unbelievable.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Very unbelievable.
But they doing that purposely because they want to get the people, the less fortunate, because I'm not going to say blacks because we're not less fortunate. I ain't trying to hear that because I'm not.
Right.
They want the less fortunate, it could be any color, less fortunate, to panic and leave, and so they can move in and they can can take over. So they could be close to down here.
Just remember they got ghost apartments, guys.
Yeah.
NYC.
Mm-hmm.
They
You know what
definitely
I'm saying?
have that.
Yeah.
So let's hustle.